Hi, this is Brother Teacher. This is Brother Teacher with some helpful information for you and those of you who are consciously aware of what's going on in our world today. What's really going on in our world and how it's going to affect every one of us, and how it's actually affecting us now, whether some of us want to believe it and or accept it or not. It's going on. Our country, America, not just America, but I'm speaking specifically right now about America, it's going down the drain. No leadership that we have, that's President Biden, Kamala Harris, the Senate, the Congress, can fix it. These things that we are going through and will go through are of biblical proportion. True story. This is not some sensationalism story. This is not a Hollywood act. This is actually coming to pass. The world that we all knew at one time or believed that we knew is going away. Methodically, gradually, and quickly. It's dissolving. And it's because of man's mistreatment of man and man's mistreatment of the planet as well. I don't need to pull out any statistics. If you have any kind of sense, any kind of common sense, you can look around you and see it occurring. Wars across the planet that are going to affect us in this country, and quite frankly, it's affecting us now. We are in a recession, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to get worse. And I did a video or two over the past several years about Are You Ready? When everything hits the fan, when the grid goes down, are you prepared? So that question I'm going to ask to you again, those who have been with me over these years, and to you that are new to this particular station, are you ready? You can't go stick your head in a hole and pretend that it's not happening. You can't go hide in your closet. You can't pray to God or Allah or Yahweh and hope it's going to go away. It's not. These things were foretold to occur. Now, for those of you that are Bible scholars or people who read their Bible on a regular basis or don't read that much but you still do read, those who believe in the Creator, Matthew's chapter 24. It's one scripture, one passage you can read. And if you pay attention, you will see what I'm saying is true. So, if what I'm saying to you makes any kind of sense, I want you to take heed, and if you need a little bit of help or maybe even a reminder as to what you should do, first and foremost, don't lose faith in the Most High, the Creator. And don't panic. There's no reason to panic. If you are an adult, take a deep breath and just try to learn to accept things how they are. It is what it is. And if we can't change some things, we just simply can't change those things. So we must learn how to maneuver, how to navigate within the situation that we're dealing with. It's really that simple. Don't make it harder than what it is. And because you may be in denial, some of you, your being in denial is not going to change the problem. It's not going to change the situation. It's not going to change the world in the way in which the world is moving. It's not going to change it. You not accepting it, it's not going to change it. So you better just simply learn how to deal with it the best way that you possibly can. And the best way that you possibly can is not result into suicidal tendencies and not to go and drink it away with a bottle of liquor and beer, or taking drugs and smoking it away. It's not going to go away. So learn how to deal with it. So with that said, so here's the list that I suggest that you make sure that you have prepared. But let me say this also. This is not a conspiracy theory. These are actually based on facts, what I'm telling you. The whole premise of this video is to prepare you for hard times. And they're coming. And actually they are with us now. It's just going to be exacerbated. So, you want to have canned goods, non-perishables. You want to have those, and make sure that if you have canned goods that you have a manual portable type of can opener. If you can access, if it comes down to it, what we call a P38 in the military. Let me see, I might have one in my pocket, because you just never know. You can order these online. This is a P38. This is what it looks like, this can opener here. A P38. That's a military type can opener manual. It can be sort of cumbersome trying to open a can, but in a pinch, when you have nothing else available, it's good to put one of these on your key ring, and it's helpful. You want to have dry goods, rice, noodles, dried fruit, and so forth. You want to have water, bottles of water if you can, and if you're still staying inside of a dwelling, a home, you want to have gallons of water stored away, and also sanitized if you have to purify your water. We can talk about that later. You want to have soap. When I say mention these items, I'm saying make sure you have an adequate amount that's going to last you 60 days or longer. Okay? Just being honest. You want to have extra socks. You want to have shoes, at least 2 pairs. You want to have no dress shoes. You want to make sure that you have some boots in case you have to get out the house and get physical and get into the environment. You want to make sure that you have some good, solid, sturdy boots. You want to have additional underwear. You want to have t-shirts. You want to have flashlights, not 99-cent flashlights, but some durable flashlights with extra batteries, and the batteries should be alkaline, not the 99-cent batteries that go out the next day or two. You want to have matches, and you can acquire also waterproof matches, and you can also purchase a waterproof match box as well to preserve those matches, just in case you run out of your lighters or what have you, just in a pinch again. You want to have candles, emergency candles. You want to have gloves both for warmth, and you want to have gloves for work. You want something heavy duty in case you have to carry things or you have to go out into the woods. You want to have some tough gloves, not the cheap 99-cent gloves again, like the jersey gloves. You don't want those, okay, because they don't last. You want to have a coat, depending on the environment that you're going to be in. You want to have a jacket, windbreaker with a lining in it, preferably. You want to have a hat, something to cover your head. And you want to have a scully, if you will, a skull cap or toboggan, some people call them, in case it's cold again. So we're not just predicting that this is just going to simply be warm weather survival. It's survival, period. You never know what environment you're going to find yourself in. You want to have some blankets, some light to medium weight blankets, not too heavy. You want to have some strong, durable knives, a couple of those knives, okay? Also, if you don't own a handgun or a firearm, invest in a firearm or two. 2 is better than none. 2 is better than 1. Okay? And you want to have ammunition for those guns as well for self-protection. Should I tell you that? Anyway, you want to have padlocks with keys, no combination locks, because under stress you may forget the combination. You want to have a few sets of keys to those same padlocks. You want to have a hammer, a medium-sized hammer, and some nails. You want to have sanitary napkins and sanitary products if you're a female as well. And these can also be used in emergencies for other things, such as patching up a wound or open wound and you're bleeding. A sanitary napkin can double as a pad, to a pressure wound and so forth. We can talk about that later as well. Now, before I get to the last item, you want to have alcohol, preferably 99% alcohol, rubbing type of alcohol. You want peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. You want bandages, not the cheap bandages as well. You want to have bleach. Yes, chlorine, bleach. You want to have baking soda or bicarbonate of soda, and you want to have some activated charcoal. That's in case you get food poisoning. We can talk about that again later as well. Now, I'm going to cap off this list with this one last item, and it's just simply a heavy duffel bag or book bag, something that you can carry as a person. All right, that's what we call a bug out bag. You want to, not the cheap little kitty kind of duffel bags or book bags. You want something that's durable, that can withstand a little bit of stress. If you're outside, out of doors, and you have to travel or escape some situation, and you ended up in an urban area, you even end up in the woods, you want to have a strong, thick cloth book bag. And again, some people call that a bug out bag, in case you have to leave your permanent dwelling and end up out of doors. Now, if you can get a a sleeping roll, or even something to sleep on if you're out of doors and you have to, a light sleeping bag, something of that on that order, I would suggest that as well. Think this stuff through. If you want me to go into a little bit more of detail, put it in the comment section if you really need that. But please do your due diligence and do a little research on your own. I could spend a whole hour talking about this, but we need to study the world that we live in, ladies and gentlemen, and you need to do some things for yourself. We can't do everything for you, but we can lay the foundation or the groundwork, and you take it from there. Okay, so again, if you're just absolutely in the dark on some of the things that I was just talking about, then please leave that query, if you will, in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back with you if you really need some help. That was it for now. Be blessed. Stay prayerful. Stay vigilant. That means watchful. Pay attention to the world as it's changing around you from day to day and from moment to moment. Until then, Yahweh loves you, and I love you as well. Take care.